guys, welcome to this second video on multi-dimensional arrays. So today with Jayjay, we're going to continue with this program that we started. So this program just printed out all the elements in our multi-dimensional arrays. So today we're just going to add elements in each row and display the sum of all elements in one row and the sum of all elements in another row. And in the next thing that we're going to do is just going to sum up all those elements in our multi-dimensional array. Alright, so here we're printing out, so we're not going to print out again. I'm just going to have a variable, so this variable is going to be sum. I'll set it, I want to initialize it. I'll go in this the outer for loop and say sum is equals to 0. Then when I go in here, I'll just be saying sum plus equals to num. So that's num. The row will be maintained, but the column will change. Alright, so after that I'm going to leave a space and print out sum of elements in row number. So in row number row is that. So I'm just going to see out sum. Okay, so I'll get this, put it there. Okay, so what is actually happening here, I have this variable of integer that is going to hold the sum of each and every row. So in this first iteration, sum is going to be 0, and I will initialize sum to be 0, and when we're going the for loop, that means we have to go through each and every element in this 0th subscript of this multi-dimensional array, which is this one here. So num row, so row will be 0, so this is row 0, and column 0. So I'll get whatever value that is there and add it to sum. So sum is no longer going to be 0. In this case it's going to be 2, because the first element in this array is 2. Then if we go in the next column, that means in the first element, in the element of subscript 1 in this array, that's going to be 4. We're going to add 4 to 2, making it 6. So sum is no longer 2, this time it's 6. Then if we go in the last element, which is 6, we're going to say 6 plus 6, that's 12. And that means we're done with this for loop. Then we're going to jump out of that. Then we're going to say sum of elements in row number. So row number will be 1, it will be 0 in row number 0. So let me say row number 1, so that's 0 plus 1, that will make row number 1 is. Then I'll print out whatever that is in sum. Then I'll end the line. Then I'll make sure that I assign 0 to sum, making 0 whatever value that was in 0 in sum to go away, and we will remain with 0, so that we can start again. We can start the process over again. So this is going to happen for the sum. Then we're going to say sum of elements in row number. Now this is 2, because row has incremented to 1. 1 plus 1, that's 2. So this is the row number 2. Then sum. Alright, so let's see the output of this program. Okay, so this is the output. The output is sum of elements in row number 1, that's 12. Sum of elements in row number 2, that's 30. So that's 2 plus 4, that's 6. 6 plus 6, that's 12. Then this is 8 plus 10, that's 18. 18 plus 12, that's 30. So that's what we have here. Then if we want to add up all the elements, we're going to say, I'm going to say int, okay, I'm going to say total. I will do the same thing. Okay, this is just going to be 0 right there. Then I will say total plus equals to sum. Plus or equals to sum. Then out of this loop, I'll just say total elements is, and now see out total Alright, so let's try to see the output. Okay, so that's what we have. So the sum of elements in row 1 is 12, and the sum of elements in row 2 is 30. Then the total elements in the 2D array is 42. So that's 30 plus 12, that's 42. So what's happening here, in the first iteration we have sum to be 12, then we're going to get the 12 and add it to total. So that means 0 plus 12, that's 12. And in the next iteration, this is going to be 0. Then we're going to, after adding, it's going to be 30, and we're getting that 30, adding it again to the 12 that we have in total and making it 42. So this is going to work for all arrays. Or if you have got a 3-dimensional array, you can still use the same concept. It will still give you the number of rows, the number of columns, and so forth. So just try it out. Try to change the number of subscripts, increment on the size, and do all those things just to see the outputs that you're going to have. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching this video. It has been your boy Jayjay. Please like this video and subscribe. Bye bye.